grab a quick smoke before, like during, while they're doing their outlaps and shit. Because
Yeah,
championship's
like
already decided. So it's literally just constructors, which is got to basically be wrapped up by the end of today, isn't it?
yes, sir.
It's on Twitch. Yeah. I'm just getting the actual stream up myself.
Yeah, stream's up. Put links posted. We're all good to go.
Twitch and their adverts.
I've been subscribed for over 10 months now, so I don't get the adverts. Right, evening everyone. Thanks for tuning in. Tonight is the season finale here at Tier 3 at Mexico. Comms tonight's myself, Clay Mull, and I'm joined by Kieran.
Yeah, it's a pleasure to be back for the second week in a row. What's happening?
My first choice is working. That's what's happened.
Yeah, if anyone listening could actually let us know what the weather's going to be like, that would be great. It does look a little bit cloudy from what I can see. So
it does. It looks grey, and the track looks very greasy.
Dry quality wet race.
Ah, brilliant. Dry quality wet race. Absolutely brilliant.
I love that.
Yeah.
Because it means that there's a little bit of, do you run your dry setup and try and risk it in the race, or do you compromise quality?
This is the thing.
Aim for race pace.
We've seen a couple of times this season. I know there was a race not too long ago where Hound ran a wet setup and the race was actually dry when it was supposed to be wet. So there's always that doubt in that weather forecast.
But that could only ever happen to Steve.
Oh, 100%. 100%. That's why I just run dry setups all the time. It's easier. Just on board with Dave. He's the first to start flying lap.
Back on the pad this week, isn't he? As he unfortunately had to let his rig go.
Oh, really? I didn't know that.
Yeah, one of his kids had an accident on it and almost took an eye out. So he had to let it go.
Oh, I didn't know that. Wow. Oh, so I've missed a decent rig though.
That's not calling, like, putting Dave's parenting abilities into question, by the way. It genuinely an accident.
Yeah, he's invalidated as well through the S's. Jackie's a couple of cars behind him, just coming up to the S's now. Jackie's also on a hot lap.
The thing here that your tyres will only do one quali run. I think if you wanted to, you could do a fuel burner lap, but you literally have to crawl around and not take any life out the tyres.
Yeah,
it's really not worth it.
It's a difficult track, to be honest. A very difficult track. It's one I've like personally always struggled setup-wise. I've never been able to get a setup bang on for it. It's either good in one part and awful in another, or it's good through the S's but awful on the straights. So it's a tricky one.
Yeah, for us through the S's, we take it pretty much flat. Then watching quali last night, I realised that they were actually braking and downshifting through the second right-hander just before you take the final left onto the DRS straight, and it's like, are they really running that little downforce there?
If I'm honest, I think that's where the game's always sort of been inaccurate to real life. You can't really watch what they do and apply it straight to game.
Yeah, and Gunter Steiner came out and said that Haas is their heaviest aero package because the air is so thin at Mexico City. It is not enough. They struggle with grip everywhere.
That's another thing as well, that I don't really think the game goes into that depth. I don't think the game applies, you know, the air pressure, everything like that.
It'd be an amazing sim if it did, but it's more of an arcadey sim than full racing sim at this stage.
Absolutely. I think it's always been a bit more of an arcadey race. So I think even more so once EA get involved.
I'd hope that once EA get properly involved, they start pushing it more towards like ACC, and you get the one game, and then every year you basically pay for the updated driver roster and liveries.
No. Come on. What you've just said is absolute nonsense. EA have been rinsing FIFA year on year. There's absolutely no way that they're going to do that.
I know, but it would be interesting to see if they ever did.
If it was someone else who took over, then maybe, but EA, absolutely not.
EA are the king of the annual release.
Yeah, Scotty manages a 19 flat. That was on the mediums as well.
Yeah, it is 1.5 behind Bark.
Yeah, Bark's lap time's fairly brilliant, to be honest.
Yeah, I don't know what the quality times were like in Tier 1 and Tier 2, Friday and Saturday night. Friday night. Because I've only looked at the pole times. But I'm going with that the cutoff is going to be about maybe what Oso's done now. That's going to be the Q2 cutoff, and maybe Hound being the Q1 cutoff at the moment.
If I'm honest, I think there's a massive gap from Lutman to Hound, so I think Hound will definitely need to improve. I think the cut-off, looking at that, will probably be, well, we've still got almost half the guys who've not set a time yet. I reckon a low 19, mid 19, something like that.
Yeah, that's why I'm going with Hound did his on a set of mediums though.
Yeah, it's not enough. That's not going to be enough.
No, so he's done it on a set of mediums, used the mediums first. Get some sort of lap in. And just see what happens. I'm just going to see.
I'm on with Dave again now. He's gone for his second flying lap. He's put another fresh set of tyres on.
Purple's the first sector.
So it's squirrely through there.
This is an awkward sector of track though, that between, well, the start of sector 2, it's so tight.
Oh, it's absolutely horrible. It's a horrible track.
Yeah, a horribly designed track. The stadium section is possibly the worst end to a lap anywhere.
I kind of enjoy the stadium section, if I'm honest. It's the whole Sector 2. I absolutely hate Sector 2. Sector 2 is disgusting.
Yeah, it kind of opens up from tight and technical to flat very quick. As Dave into P5.
Dave, 18.7 up to P5, so good first lap there from Dave. We'll jump down. Who've we got another lap now? Saki. Saki's invalidated. We've got Wookie just coming right final corner, a bit squirrely out of there on the power a little too early. Cross the line up to P9 and 19.4.
That could be the cut-off lap.
That's what I'm saying, a mid-19, I think. It just depends. Obviously, there's a lot of guys who've not set a time yet. I'd expect, of the guys who've not set a time, I'd expect Marshall, Chip.
Saki's out.
Saki's hit the pit entry, I think. Yeah, I think he's hit the pit wall. I thought he'd retired in the pits, but no, he's hit the pit wall instead.
Yeah. as it does seem to be a fair few people struggling with the middle of, like the beginning of Sector 2. Just, do you know that awkward double right-hander as you come towards the S's?
Yeah.
It's such, to get a decent launch out of there, it's so awkward.
It's one of them, it invites you to get the power on early, but you can't. You've just got to sort of hang it a little bit and then get on the power.
Wait for the rear end to sort itself out and the nose to straighten out before.
If I'm honest, it's the left-right before that I don't like as well.
Yeah.
As Curly's just gone up to P5.
18.7, yeah, that's a solid lap from Curly. Chip Hazard should jump into the top 10. Zonnefeld's jumped into the top 10.
Yeah, 19.3 there from Zonneveld. We've got Chip just coming round the final corner now. P9, 19 flat.
So, Wookie's 19.4 is looking like, at the moment, the lap to beat his mate is in the final sector.
Yeah, just on with matey now, coming through that stadium section under the little bridge, round the final corner.
We've got yellow flags in sector 2.
And a 19.2 from matey, puts himself P11. He did do 2 laps on them softs as well, so there's still a bit more time in there from matey on a fresh set.
Yeah, undoubtedly. It looks like Iron Marshall is the only man that is on a flyer at the moment because Lockman is down. Sorry. Oh yeah, it didn't pop up there. It was on a out lap at first. He's just about to start his flying lap. Bark and King Lowry have both opted to retire, and so is Jackie.
The Wookie's just popped a set of mediums on. That's brave.
Does he think he can go faster on a set of mediums?
Just looking at the comments. Evening, lads. Thanks everyone for joining. Evening also. Evening pint size. Terriers as well, saying softs can do 2 laps, but you've got to crawl round for them.
So as I said, literally take no life out of them.
On
both both laps. So it's not really worth it.
He said Tier 2 pole was a 17.2, but it rained during Q3, so pole would have been 16.8-ish if it stayed dry.
Yeah, so that was diamonds. I'm going.
As Dave, right. I just want to point this out. I hope Dan's listening to this as well. Dave says I should have spent the season on pad. Yes, you motherfucker. That's why you were in the pot you were in at the start of the season. We thought we had a good team, then you decided to get a wheel. And you completely fucked Ferrari's season.
The final race of the season. He's back on pad. But the thing is, he had a decent race pace at Coulter last week.
No, he's had. If I'm honest, he's had some pretty bad luck this season.
Marshall put himself into 3rd.
Yeah, I said he'd be up there, 17.9. I expected, basically, of the people that were at the bottom, I expected Marshall, Zonneveld and Chip to jump up.
Do we have any quali bans today?
If we do, it don't look like anyone served them.
Dave Douglas hasn't done a lap yet.
I'll have a quick check. And Dave Douglas has a quali ban.
So that would explain why he's not set a lap. So that's fine.
So that means there's only one person going out of this session. At the moment, it's pint size.
Yeah, unless he can find pretty much a second and a half on a set of softs.
To be fair, it says he's done 4 laps on them softs, so I'd expect a fresh set for it to be a lot quicker.
Yeah, absolutely.
Wookie's on a run on a set of mediums now. Is Hound on a lap ahead of him? Yeah, he is. Sorry, we'll jump on with Hound, see what his split is.
Is he on softs or is he on...
He's on softs.
Yep, here we go. Through the S's.
1.2 under. Yeah, 1.2 under. Wookie's slightly over his time.
And wasn't Steve earlier saying that he'd only done it like a 19.7 in quali trim?
I thought he said 19.3, but he's just managed an 18.7.
Yeah, so he's...
And Wookie across the line, an 18.9, puts himself P10 on a set of mediums.
Nerf pack is P5, by the way. Like, he stuck that lapping.
Nerf the sneaky little shit. We've got Pint Size now on an outlap. This is the man who needs to improve at the moment. He's the one at risk. You got Zonneveld, Matey. Obviously, we know Matey had a bit of a moment on his lap. There's definitely time to be made there. Lutman, Chip, Scotty being P11, 12, 13. Probably not what we expected there from them three either.
No. But it may be the fact that they know that they think that they've got enough in that lap to actually progress. So they're just trying to wait it out because they've got... If Pint Size goes quicker on this lap, they've left it too late to go out again. So they need... what, the next 20 seconds?
Yeah, Zonneveld's on an outlap.
The Chip's out on an outlap. So it is. It wouldn't surprise me if we see these two pop out, even if it's on a set of fresh softs, and just scrub them for Q2.
And Pint Size not improved through Sector 1.
That might not be where he had his issue. He might have
Lutman's brave. He's already retired in the pits. Oh, Pint Size, mate. Yeah, he looked a bit rough out of the hairpin there in Sector 2. Now into the S's. What can he manage? Oh, he looked sideways. Yeah, he was off track. He's off track. He's been on brakes, so that lap has gone.
If he turns his ERS off, he might have enough fuel to do another run. So yeah, it looks like he's turned it off. He might have enough to go again. Marshall's retired. Yep, that was predictable. The Alpha Tauri of Matey Boy who's in the Alpha Tauri?
And there we go, Pint Size. You're right, Pint Size is going again. Zonneveld's improved by a 10th at Sector 1.
Yep, Scotty's just started his lap 2. So, but there's plenty of...
If Zonny and Pint improve, Matey's stayed in the pits, so Matey will be out.
You mean Lutman?
No, Matey.
Oh, yeah.
Matey's 14th.
Yeah.
He'll be the one at risk. Lutman should make it. I don't see Lutman... Well, Lutman can't go out. There's only two that can improve.
Yeah. Hindsight is actually on his first sector. Has a little bit of a wobble out with that.
Zonneveld now, final corner, across the line, improves, goes to P8, an 18.7. So now it's all on Pint. Oh, Pint Size is invalidated. He's invalidated. So he won't be improving.
So Scott does not need to finish this lap. He can bail out of it, but knowing Scott, he's not going to do that.
No, Scott, why would you? If you're on a lap, you're on a lap. You're trying to improve.
As Pint Size actually just bailed straight out of his way. Fair enough. You can't really complain about that.
Yeah, unfortunate. Unfortunate for Pint Size there, to be honest.
Yeah.
Scotty goes P5.
Not bad.
Yeah, results for Q1. We got Bark setting the fastest lap. Done on his first run as well. And he's got almost a 3/10 gap to Kane Lowry, which is fairly big gap, to be honest. But we are losing from that session. Pint Size, Geezer, Saki, and Dave Douglas.
The fact that Wookie made it through on a set of mediums.
Yeah, his best lap being on them mediums as well, and that was his second run. Whether Track Evolution had anything to play with that, or or not, we'll see. But 4 guys there in the 18.7s as well.
So the usual suspects for what Tier 3 is going out in Q1 for this season, that is, from what I've watched on with usually on a Sunday evening. It does happen.
I think the only usual suspect there was Saki, to be fair. The others are fairly new.
Yeah, I was trying to make Saki feel better.
Yeah, well, he drove into the pit wall.
Poor Saki. I still can't get over that glitch that you had at Imola last season.
Season 6, that one, yeah.
Was it season 6? Jesus.
Yeah. Took me a while to find the footage, but yeah, it was season 6.
It's brilliant. We've got Iron Marshall. Looks like Dave. Yeah, Iron Marshall, Nerf Dave. But like literally everybody's just filed out of the pits except for Wookie, Curly, Chip, and Zonefeld and Luckman. So now everybody's going to play.
Chip's on his way out. Luckman's on his way out.
So
I think that's Luckman. Yeah, it is. Both Alfa Romeos. Yeah, so it's everyone bar Wookie, Curly, and Zonefeld.
Is that because they used 2 sets of tyres in Q1?
I'm wondering if the track conditions are changing this session. It looks a bit grey. It looks like everyone wants to be out early.
But saying that, Marshall is happily giving up track position. He got out first and, well, he's dropped pretty much to the back of the field. Is he trying to get a sneaky toll on the start-finish straight, though?
I don't know. I'm just saying it looks... The sky looks grey and it looks fairly dark.
Mm-hmm.
And you've got the guys at the front, so Hound's the first on a lap. He's got an Alpine right behind him. Is that Kane? And he's very close to him. Kane's not using DRS down the straight though, so is Kane going for a burner lap?
Hound very tentative on the accelerator on the way out of turn 3. So
I just wonder if these track conditions are getting worse.
Then yeah, you would want to be the first man across the line. If it does seem like it is maybe slightly damp out there.
Yeah, just seeing them all rush out, that's the only thing that concerns me though. I'll jump on the onboard camera with Hound. It definitely looking grey, but it doesn't look wet. Can't see any raindrops appearing on the halo or anything.
That's what I'm saying. The track might be a little bit damp, but let's say that hairpin that opens the stadium sector up is possibly it's worse than the Monaco hairpin. There's a 19.4, so track unless it's a scrub set.
And Kane set a 19.8 on a burner lap.
Yeah, without using DRS along ERS along the start finish straight.
Yep. A burner lap, he's used nothing. And he was only 4/10 off Hound's time there, so Kane I think is going to be up there, but Bark, Jackie, 17.8s. These are rapid rapid times at the start. Dave's out. What happened to Dave?
S's, I'm going to presume.
Oh, for fuck's sake, Dave.
Iron Marshall with a 17.6. Lockman pips Steve on a set of mediums.
Kane Lowry's just set
2 seconds up on
2
his time
seconds
at the
under
moment.
at sector 2, yeah. It's going to put him in and around Paul.
It's going to put him, I'm going with a 17.3. 17.5. Alright, so he had to flex by doing a 19.8 without any ERS. And then just went, you know what, guys, I've got enough grip on a scrub set of tyres at this stage to go 2 point something seconds quicker.
Yeah, I've just checked the race director, Dave, did DNF, terminal damage. Yeah, Terry is saying Dave's in the pits on the mini-map. He is, but on the left, he's greyed out, which is the concern I had. Obviously, it means he's either retired or crashed out. Scotty says Dave either forgot he had brakes or lost the rear end in the final corner.
So he did a Bottas.
I mean, it happens. I think we've all been there.
Yeah. The most common one we'll see is potentially tonight we'll see somebody do a safety car restart out the final corner here on cold tyres.
And hit the pit wall.
Yeah, go to launch out the final corner and just lose the rear.
Yeah, it is one that catches you out.
It's just a weird angle corner. Like, it's not quite tight, but it's not open and free flowing either.
It's just a horrible track.
Yeah, it's just a weird sort of banked angle at the same time. It just Herman Tilt just needs sacking. Just stop designing F1 tracks.
As Terry has said, I'd like to pre-warn you if you have formation lap on, if someone goes out of the grid box, you might start with a safety car. Now that is the glitch that we thought had all been fixed.
Codemasters bringing back glitches that we've seen before.
That's the reason we ran with no formation lap for the start of the season, for at least the first half of the season.
Kane Lowry. I know it's Marshall that's just retired underneath him, and Jackie. So, Jackie thinking that's enough.
I've got to agree with him, to be fair.
Yeah, looking at the initial runs, I'm going with Matey Boy's 18.3 to be the cut-off point, unless he can improve.
You're going Matey. I sound like a knob saying it, but I was thinking more Ross or Nerf. Just, I know it's only a position or two behind them, but
it's a 10th or two.
A tenth or two slower. I think Matey should be safe with that, to be honest. Based on who's underneath, I'd expect Lutman, Hound, and Chip
to all improve.
Yeah, I think that'd be it, to be honest.
Chip's on his way out the pits.
I could be wrong. Got Hound on a lap now, actually. He's just coming through Sector 1.
Matey, just under a 10th down on his second run. So, fairly consistent 2 laps on those tyres from him.
Oh, his Hound's all over the place there. He's off the track. I'm just reading the comments. Dave saying, drop my controller. Forgot that I ain't got to turn my hands with it.
Only Dave.
Yeah, this is what the Ferrari team have been working with all season.
Please.
Hound improves through Sector 3, even though he had a big Sector 2. Sorry, even though he had a big moment and was off track.
He also went off at the S's and somehow didn't invalidate his lap. So, Hound with an 18.6, that's got to need some improvement though.
Yeah, that's that. Like I say, I think that's just outside that cut-off. I think Nerf, between Nerf and Osso's the cut-off for me.
Yeah, if he can iron out those mistakes in the middle sector.
And Nerf's improved anyway. He's done an 18 flat P5.
Yep, I'd say that's Nerf through. Yeah, Hound is the only one on that.
Chips on a lap.
Almost a second under as he enters the stadium section. So that's looking at putting him in and around the Lockman. 1.7. Well, so that 18.5 is looking.
Yeah. It's risky. Hound's out. He's crashed in the S's on an in-lap.
I'm just trying to see where he is.
Nerf's just coming up to... Oh, his car's gone.
Yeah. That's what I jumped on board with Nerf. Like, let's find out where Steve crashed. So, Steve's going to be abusing his Mexican wall, like he does every season when we race here. Steve in the comments, are you fucking joking?
Yeah, well, I mean...
Sorry, Steve, but...
My only problem with that is it's an in-lap. So...
You shouldn't have been pushing that much to get back in.
You've been you have to have done something. Either made a clear mistake and took a hell of a lot of curb that you shouldn't have, or something like that, or you were pushing too much on an in-lap.
Do you know what I think he's done? You know your favourite place to crash here? As you go into the S's, you dip left, and then you've got the curb on your right that just spins you out.
Yeah.
If you take too much of it.
Yeah, I like that curb.
My favourite place to crash here is on the following left. As that looks like it's Lockman going out again. One of the Alpha Towers anyway.
Yeah, he just said he wasn't even pushing, but he just hit the right curb.
Yep. So exactly as I thought.
Yeah.
As Lockman's put on a set of softs. The thing is, if nobody can beat Hound's 18.6, he will start P10.
Yeah, we've got Wookie on a lap now. See what he manages here.
No, he won't. He'll go down to P15, won't he?
No. He'll stay P10. If no one beats his time, he'll stay P10.
Or is it only in Q1 if you DNF after a set of lap, you drop to the back?
If you've set a time, you drop to wherever that time will get you. So, for example, in Q1, top 15, if you set a time that puts you P1 and then crash out, it'll put you P15 until everyone else beats that time. Then you'll drop out.
Yeah, it's like the benchmark time.
Yeah, so he'll be safe in there until anyone beats him. As soon as someone beats him, then he'll tumble down.
Which we've got.
Wookie just coming round final corner now. P7, Hound's out.
Curly's in the stadium section. 3 temps up. So he's looking at jumping. If he has a smooth stadium section, he's looking at jumping up into P10. Yeah,
Chip's not out yet. Risky move from Chip. Yeah. Curly's just knocked Chip out.
Also, was on an outlap. Zonneveld starting his. Lockman is through turn 2 and 3.
Chip needs to get out now. Like, what? Is he leaving it too long? Why is he not out yet?
Lockman's down on his time.
I don't think he has a fresh set of tyres.
If Lockman fails to make time on a set of fresh softs compared to mediums, then Scotty's retired. Let Scotty stay. And Lockman's invalidated.
Invalidated, yeah. That's not going to help him. Invalidating as he comes to sector 3 as well, so he's not going to have enough time to build a lot of battery back. Zonneveld is improving, only a 10th at the moment.
But a 10th here or there.
Yeah, and Chip's out.
Yeah. He's 3 temps up in sector 2, so he's getting there. He's run deep into the stadium. That's not going to It's interesting seeing everybody's different lines through this final corner.
Zonneveld goes P12.
So, pips his teammate by 0.002 of a second.
Also around the final corner. P3, 17.8 from Osso. Brilliant lap time.
Lockman is 3 tenths up through sector 1.
Yeah, it's just whether or not he's got the ERS to last the rest of the lap. Obviously, this is his second run here, so these tyres are going to be fairly worn as well. We see his battery lights flashing there.
Yeah, he's on 8%.
Fuel lights now flashing rapidly.
Still almost half a second under.
That won't be enough to see him through.
That's in sector 2 though, end of sector 2 going into
sector
3.
Yeah.
So, is he going to rue that mistake on his first lap?
Yeah, 18.5's all he manages. So that cut off, I was fucking bang on with between the 18.4 and 18.5.
Yeah, in fairness, mate, he did end up getting through in P9, so wasn't that far off. But yeah, the 18.4 was.
It was between Nerf's and Osso's first laps, which was like 18.4 to 18.5. And yeah, Curly and Chip, 18.4, 18.5. So yeah, a bit of a shame, to be honest, that Chip never went back out. Whether he's used all his tyres or what, I'm not too sure, but just didn't go back out to try and set a second run. Brilliant lap time from Osso there out of nowhere as well. I think a bit of a shock having Luckman out.
Having the Hound and Lockman out, with both of them showing decent turns of pace coming into this season. Hound obviously improving drastically over recent seasons' overall pace. Just still unable to figure out the not being crashed into or crashing into other people aspect. But I can't say anything. I've not figured out the not crashing into walls aspect.
Yeah, but from that session, we're losing Dave, Hound, Zonneveld, Lutman, and Chip. And the rest of your top 10 covered by less than a second. Kane Lowry taking P1 by, a tenth to Marshall. Then you've got a couple of attempts to Osso, Jackie, and Bark.
Oh no, David said that he's going to start in a set of softs and just send it.
I can't wait till he's not my teammate anymore.
If I could pick somebody to not be partnered up with for season 9, it has to be Dave.
Dave's been a brilliant teammate, to be perfectly honest.
I can't think of every week having to go, Dave, why have you done this?
No, he's been a brilliant teammate all season, as is Chip. Apart from the week where they both decided to hit each other, that was a bad week.
Hey, Ferraris are used to that though. That looks very great.
It does, but it looks a bit brighter than the last session did. Who've we got? AlphaTauri out on track first. Is that Matey? No. Is it Scotty? No. Yeah, it is. It is Scotty.
Hound has said that was funny, the two Ferraris coming together, and then Davey's now blaming his teammate for the collision between the two.
Yeah, I mean,
I'm just stirring the Ferrari pot here.
If I remember rightly, Dave came round the corner and Chip were facing the wrong way. Oh no, sorry, Dave were facing the wrong way. Chip came round the corner and drove straight into him. But it's Jeddah, turn 1 and 2. Do you know what I mean? There's cars on the racing line. You ain't got much room.
Chip hit Dave, but Dave defo hit T-Bag.
Yeah, the Monza one was definitely 100% Dave's fault.
No. As he's clearly missed his braking zone.
Yep, that's the one.
Poor Dave's just been lambasted for absolutely nothing. Poor guy. Anyway.
Yeah, as part of the Ferrari team, it's been fairly stressful this season, you know. But no, we've had a lot of drivers missing races, myself included. I've missed at least 4 races this season, which it doesn't help the championship fight.
For a season where I thought I'd be reserving for it, I've actually attended most races. I've missed like 2 or 3 races all season. That's it. And I was a reserve for most of it.
Stingray says, "Let's go Osso Q3 adventure."
I love Stingray. He jumps in, roasts Osso, watches, then leaves before Osso can say anything back. Anyway, potential pole sitter. Do you want to take a stab?
Paul, I might go Marshall, you know.
I was thinking the exact same thing. I was going to say I'm going to make Terry very happy, and I'm going to go with his Aston Martin teammate.
I think Marshall's one of them. He's got a lot of pace. He's not quite shown us everything he's got yet. But if I'm honest, Bark could quite easily take it. Bark set a brilliant Q1 lap time.
With
just one run.
He's just done a 17.7 on his first run.
Yeah, if I'm honest, I think some of the there you go. Also 17.5. We might dip into 16s here.
I'm going with a 17.2, 17.3 as pole.
Marshall there, 17.5 as well.
That lap.
I think Kane's lap was a burner lap. He's still got 54% ERS, or is he still? Is he recovering? Hold on, I can't really tell.
No, purple sector 2. Purple sector 1. So yeah, he's on it.
The 19.2 is a burner lap. Jesus Christ.
Probably quicker than what I can qualify here with 40 RS.
Yeah, that's what I'm looking. That's why I said it.
1.9 under already. So that will take him to what,
17.2 just on his sector 2 split.
So yeah, you could be right for the second time in as many quality sessions.
I'm used to being right.
Yep.
16.6. My God.
Have you realised that he's changed his car number?
I just want to say, enjoy tier 1, bitch.
Yeah.
And Bark there, 17.4.
He's now sporting a number 1. Like, seeing that come in and just going, yeah, I'm like Bart going, I'm 9/10 off the pace.
Yeah. I'm already. P2 and I'm 9/10 off. That is vile. It's vile.
That is the literal definition of a violation.
Yeah, you're looking at that, it's fucking atrocious.
But for all the good for all of the good reasons, it's not in a bad way that it's.
No, look, the guy runs absolutely no assists, and he's been in tier 3 for what, 7 seasons now? 6 seasons?
6, 7 seasons. Kane Lowry, let us know how long you've been here.
He's been here from early days. He's always been in tier 3, and if I'm honest, he's always had a hell of a lot of bad luck. This is one season where a lot of things have gone his way.
Actually, what I'll do is I'll just go click on his name and see what year he joined, because April 2021. So literally been here since season 1.
Season 1, that, yeah. So he's been here since season 1. He's spent it all in tier 3, and this is don't get me wrong, he's been in championship battles throughout them seasons as well, but
this is the first time he's made it his bitch.
Yeah, this is the first one where he's actually looked like he's dominated.
Yeah, it's genuinely you look at it and the season he's had, and you go, about time. But
he's always been there. Like I said, we've had five-way battles going into the last race for the championship, and Kane's always been in there.
On 3 of those occasions.
Yeah. This is the first time he's actually put it all together, kept it consistent, and, you know, avoided issues throughout the whole season. Who's on a lap? Scotty's the one just coming up to the line now.
I mean, it's easy to avoid issues when you're 1.6 seconds clear of everybody else a lap. So
Scotty just coming to end of sector 1 now. DRS open. Actually, no, it's not. He's going for a burner lap. It looks like, yeah. Going a bit quick for a burner lap for me, to be honest. But what do I know? I didn't race. We've got Wookie on a lap. 2 tenths over at sector 1, so I'm not improving. And we've got Nerf on a lap as well, so let's see what Nerf's split is. Nerf's almost quarter of a second under at sector 1. What does Wookie manage in sector 2? A tenth and a half over his time, so not improving.
And just like that time from Kane Lowry is going to take some effort to get anywhere near.
And Wookie crosses the line. Does improve slightly, 18.4. Doesn't change any position. Nerf's almost 2 tenths under at sector 2, so he's lost a bit of time from his sector 1 split. See what he manages now through final sector.
The thing is Kane Lowry committed to a fully dry setup.
And Nerf improves by less than a tenth, so he's lost even more time there through sector 3, but 17.9 did improve. This is it. We don't know how the race is going to be. I think the race, if I'm honest, will be mixed conditions from what some of the lads were saying earlier.
Yeah, it might be inters. Which if it's inters, good luck.
I've just poured fucking beer all over myself.
There's always one. It's usually you.
Yeah. Don't know how I miss this mouth, to be honest, but...
Tequila rolls.
Too much. Probably still feeling it from Friday, you're right. Jackie did improve through sector 1. I missed this sector 2 split. We're trying to dry my pants. He comes up now, final corner, fuel lights flashing, not a lot of ERS. Across the line, 17.2, puts himself P2. Mark's 1.3 over at sector 1, so he's definitely not improving.
Like...
Oh, Matey's 7 tenths under at sector 2, so Matey's got a big improvement here. But at the moment, that 7 tenths won't even move him up a position. He improved again through sector 3, though 1.1 it ended up, puts himself P7.
Like Matey's one. Speaking from how, like racing against me for a number of seasons and having him as a teammate, like as an inter-team teammate, he's one of possibly the most unfortunate drivers I've ever come across, because he's had pace, whatever tier he's in, but he just somehow always ends up attracting damage.
Yeah, I mean,
And he can never put a string of solid results back to back to back together.
no, but it also doesn't help getting pissed up and then saying, "Oh yeah, sorry, I was drunk." Do you know what I mean? It's
Yeah. But I mean in like general, like it's you have one good result 1 week, and then the next week you're involved in 4 incidents, and none of them are your fault.
I don't know, mate. I don't know. They all seem to be my fault.
Because it's you.
Well, thank you. I'm glad someone's finally said it because that's how I felt.
Same.
No, yours is because you're shit, but that's different. Marshall crosses the line, doesn't might have improved slightly there. Only a 17.3. Only 2 people left on the lap now, Osso and Kane. Osso almost 3/10 off the pace, so Osso won't be improving.
Does
What's
Kane
Kane?
Lowry really want to go out there and improve on that time? And
He
then
is. He's almost quarter of a second under at sector 2.
this is just solidifying the fact that Tier 1 is his ultimate destination.
Don't say that. He'll let off the throttle. But yeah, he actually almost lost the car then as well. But Kane did improve massively there. And yeah, I hope he enjoys racing pink eye next season. 16-1. 16-1. I did not expect that. If I'm honest, I expected maybe Bark's time. Yeah, Bark's time I think is reasonable. 16-1 from Kane though. Wow, brilliant lap time.
Right, that's better than my TT around here.
Ah, that's not hard though.
No, it's not. Absolutely not, because it's a dreadful time, but...
No, I'll be back in just before the start of the race.
I think we've both taken the same little bit of period to do the exact same thing. If I can find where I put my phone, that would be helpful. As Wookiee's just come... Oh, that's more than Inters. That's full wets for you. So Bark's rear wing is going to be a magnet for people missing their braking zone tonight. Sorry, Bark, but it's going to happen. But yeah, Wookiee's just commented in the tier 3 chat saying that the 16-1 is utterly disgusting. Kane Lowry is like just violating people for fun at the moment in quali. Tier 3 are just happy to see the back of him now. As T-Bag has managed to join us, he is in the Aston Martin, so hopefully, let's see what tyres they've actually got fitted. Oh, they've got Inters. So, that works. It looked a lot wetter than Inters during the intermission. That looks soaking wet. So everybody on said Inters. So yeah, anybody watching along at home, take a stab at who's going to finish where, and just keep us entertained throughout the race. Bearing in mind, points go all the way down to P15, so those in the back end of the field still will be scrapping over the final couple of championship points. Each championship, drivers' championship, has been decided by last week, but the constructors, I believe, were still open enough to not crown a champion.
Session's definitely wet.
Yeah, but they're all on inters. It looks wetter than inters for me.
Scotty's been disqualified though. He's overshot his mark, so has Matey. Just what Terry has said doesn't come back to bite us here.
Nerf has also missed his mark. Yeah, I'm gonna jump on board with Teabag because I just want to see how this unfolds from the back into turn one.
Yeah, I'll stick on with the leaders as I think we are now fully formed.
Yeah, Teabag's just lined up.
Five lights, and away we go.
Pintside's got an awful launch. He just bogged down.
Yeah, Jackie looked like he got a good launch, to be honest, following in Kane's slipstream as well. Oh, he almost wiped Bark out. Oh, he's lagging all over the place. He just bounced from one side of the track to the other. Bark almost hits the back of... Yeah, there you go. Jackie's left the session. His internet, I don't know what happened then. Osso's dropping down the order. Are you alright sending Jackie another invite?
Yeah, on it now.
His car's currently ghosted. Marshall's gone through it. Nerf, I think, about to go through him as well.
Won't let me. I didn't because he's...
Yeah, it's saying he's still in it. Yeah, you'll have to wait a minute and then do it again.
Teabag up 4 places on lap 1.
Yeah, this is a thing though. We know Teabag's always good in these sort of conditions.
Oh, him and Steve are together. Steve's in the wall, no front wing. So that was Teabag trying to go around the outside of the S's.
Yeah, we've got a VSC.
Hopefully that'll be long enough for Hound to replace his front wing. So we never know. I'll take a look at Jackie again and see if we can get him back in. Yep, he's now coming up as ready to invite, so send.
Nice one. VSC's out. Obviously, the lads will be doing everything they can to stay within that delta. You don't want to pick up a drive-through now under a VSC, which we know is very easy to do.
So Teabag managed to get away with that without picking up any damage. It just cost him about 5 seconds compared to the cars ahead.
Yeah, timings are a bit all over the place for me. I think there's 8 guys that it's showing that are a lap up or a lap down.
I've got it set to best lap at the moment, so...
Yeah, for some reason, Bark, Marshall, Osso, Wookie, Zonneveld, Curley, Dave Douglas, Saki and Pint-Size Geezer is not coming up with the sector splits.
So Steve, the Hound has got a drive, like a recovery drive.
Yeah, we are back racing now as well.
Yeah.
Woodman's made it up past Curley.
Pint-Size and on the back of
Marshall's spun at the S's.
Kept out of the wall though, so that's fortunate. Just rejoined safely. Not really any way you can rejoin safely.
Yeah, I think he did a good enough job though. Stayed well out of the way.
Saki picking up the first penalty of the day.
His mate has now made it past Jackie. I think Osso will be looking at it as well. Jackie's still ghosted at the moment. He's not back in the session yet.
I think he's just taking. I think he'll be taking control now. Yep. Yep. There we go. Lockman was the fastest lap of the race.
He's not in control yet. His car's still ghosted.
He's gone. It's now solid. If you.
It's not on mine. It's still ghosted on mine.
Because he's using his ERS.
Now it's solid.
Yeah. It just took its time to go solid and go free for some reason. But it's like it gave him the countdown while he was along start to finish straight for me.
But yeah, not brilliant. That's not good for Jackie, obviously. He was up in P3. He was battling Bark off the start, and now he's lost a number of positions, finds himself down in P7. Not ideal for him, but obviously a long way to go yet. He showed the pace during quali. Can he show the pace in a wet race? That's the issue here now. Saki dropping down.
Got mugged by both Astons pretty much simultaneously. If those two now actually work as a team, they could half the way through the field together and have a decent team result.
Zoniveld's just got Lockman. I'm just on with Scotty, who's pushing to get Nerf here.
Yeah, but you don't want to miss your braking zone into turn one, especially in these conditions.
That's it, with the slipstream, using the RS down this straight, you can carry a lot of overspeed and it can cost you massively at turn one.
Yeah, you run deep, you're costing yourself half a second.
But he's done well. He's done well. Done really well there, Scotty.
Way better run through the first three corners. Is he going to try it into turn four though? No.
No, that's...
punching smart as Osso's
got. Osso's gone up the inside of Matey at that corner. Matey's trying to stick it around the outside.
But got forced.
And now they made contact.
Yeah, this is... Wouldn't surprise me if Matey...
and this is it now, you're coming up to the S's, you don't want to be going side by side here at all.
Nope.
Osso's let off, pulled in behind him, and he's got Jackie all over him now.
Yeah, as that's a lot of curve from Matey through the S's.
Matey did pick up a 3-second penalty as well with that battle with Osso.
Yeah, it was as they went through turn 4. Osso ran deep and Matey was on his outside, so kind of had to open the wheel up to avoid contact and got the penalty for it. So that's what I was about to say. It wouldn't surprise me if he appeals that decision.
I mean, he'd have to have a clean race from now on, which,
yeah,
if he's already had 2 penalties in 5 laps, then I don't see it, if I'm honest.
That's Saki. It's on.
Yeah, there you go, mate. He's off track again. He looked like he just pulled off. He's trying to fight Jackie.
Yeah. Oh, we've got a yellow flag.
There's Sonny Veld dropping down the order. And Curly.
So they had it coming together. Oh, is that Saki and Curly in the wall at turn 3?
Saki's missing an end plate. Curly's missing a front wing. Full front wing's gone for Curly, and it's a full safety car.
That's going to help Hound get back into this.
It'll help Hound, yeah, but it'll just help him get on the back of the pack.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
It's not going to help Kane. He built up a 6-7 second gap, and now that is all gone.
Yeah. The thing is, around here, you don't want to be particularly pushing all that much. As Hound almost runs wide while doing 60 miles an hour through a slow speed corner. It's like he just turned in and the car just washed away from underneath him.
Yeah, I'm just wondering whether any of the leaders of pit, pop on a fresh set of tyres, see whether they got a bit of advantage or not, or because the field had fairly spread, but doesn't look like they have everyone stared out.
Oh, that's what I was going to do. I was going to check the constructor standings to see if last week we...
Saki's in the pits, Curly's in the pits.
Aston Martin had a 62-point lead going into this weekend over Alpine. So...
Yeah, that's done, isn't it? Is it?
62 points is a big points deficit to overhaul in one weekend. But did both Aston Martin race?
I've not paid any attention to Tier 1, Tier 2 this weekend. Obviously, I work here Friday night, so...
Both Astons were absent from Tier 1.
I know one Aston was definitely absent from Tier 2.
Yep, Diamond's absent Tier 2. So, only 3 Astons are driving this weekend. And they're currently in P13 and 14.
Marshall and T-Bag was a Williams driver. T-Bag's...
Oh, yeah. So, who is the other? Oh, and no, Venom and Chris both checked out, so...
Yeah, so no Aston drivers, so... Alpine could overturn this.
Provisional race results around Tier 1. Let's take a look. Alpine finished P4 and P12. So, and that was with both full-time drivers. So that's a dent there. Tier 2. How did they get on?
Only one Tier 2 driver, Cavalis.
And he DNF'd.
It might be it. It might be over.
So, if both Alpine score...
I mean, I think if Alpine finish P1-2 with fastest lap, then it might come down to the wire. But I think without that, I think it's done.
Yeah, it's got to be tight. It's got to be a hand. Oh, Saki's left the session as he's DNF'd.
Oh,
when did that happen?
Saki doing Saki.
Yeah.
I mean, if he's pulled into pits and retired, it's a fucking joke. He's taking up a full-time seat now, and he just pulls into the pits and retires in the first however many laps of every race.
I'll check the race director and see if
that's
it was.
what I'm just going through now. It says terminal damage.
So
collision with Curly, corner cut in, terminal damage in the same lap.
In sector 3 of lap 6. So because he didn't complete lap 6.
Safety car is in this lap.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Kane's backing the pack up.
I just jumped back on board with Hound and they were pretty much formed up like they were starting the race. Like, too wide through the stadium section. Like, completely out of...
Kane's got us going again. Yeah, it's one of them. The people at the back of the pack always try and fucking push the luck and... Yeah, chips into the pits, so I'm gonna guess he's got damage. He's picked up damage under that safety car restart now.
Marshall, yeah, everybody's just jumping chip.
Yeah. Because under a safety car, the leader judges the pace. You cannot go faster than the car ahead. Why? Why do we still have this same issue now, 8 seasons in, where people just fucking ignore the rules and try and drive quicker than the car ahead and hit them? It's ridiculous. It's fucking ridiculous.
Yeah,
it's common sense.
Until you cross the start-finish line, you physically cannot put any pressure on the car. Like, you can't be front wheel to front wheel. You can't be pretty much overtaking them.
Nope.
Until you cross the line. So you can talk into their slipstream, and get the slingshot ready, but physically trying to get the overtake lined up and done.
But that's it. It's penalisable now. Encroaching under a safety car is now penalisable. It's not allowed anymore. The rules changed. But regardless of that, I just don't understand. I don't understand why people further down the grid see the safety car in this like message and start trying to hit the car ahead. Like, what are you gaining? What are you gaining at all?
It's like, have you seen have you got the track map up? Have you seen this split from the front to Dave Douglas?
Yeah, it's massive.
Like there's the top 10 all within a little group. Kane Lowry's out by himself, and then there's just the group behind Dave Douglas.
Yeah, 6 seconds behind full send Dave in P10.
Yeah, and Dave is only on 16% ERS and we've just had a safety car. Like, how are you pushing that much in the wet?
I probably left it on under a safety car or something, to be honest.
It still charges because you're moving that slowly.
No, I'm just saying, if you leave it on though, you do still lose it.
Yeah, but you still you won't get a full charge. But that's Teabag going up the inside of Zonnefeldt at the beginning of the S's.
Matey boy picking up another 3-second penalty.
It looks like Marshall and Teabag have actually swapped around. As Hound and Zonnefeldt have swapped. Is Zonnefeldt carrying damage?
Can't see anything from the off-board.
I can't see anything from Hound's rear view, but
he's looking slow. Curly's all over the back of him now as well. No, he doesn't appear to have any physical damage. But Curly just flies past him now as well.
So Dan has confirmed that Aston have won the championship. Like, mathematically, after the drivers didn't attend Tier 1 and 2, there was enough of a point swing from the lack of Alpine points.
I'd say we deduct 50 points off them because so many people didn't bother turning up for the team.
I say we deduct 50 points from Alpine just because of our Kane Lowry, who's been a cheat code all season.
I mean, that's a bit harsh. I'm trying to take points off people who didn't bother turning up.
I'm just saying that Kane Lowry's been a cheat code.
Scotty's all over the back of Nerf Pack here as well.
So Terry has said that his 21 points this season was enough to help win the constructors.
Where are you seeing this? Because I'm not getting no comments on stream.
Yeah.
There's no comments coming up for me on stream.
Mine's just gone off. Oh, 21 points this Friday, that is.
There we go, a lot of comments. A lot of comments have now just popped up.
So, I was going to say, Terry, is if you only scored 21 points all season, then you got carried to a constructors title more than Clayton did on his 3. I'm not even sorry about that.
It's alright, you're not even a concern of mine, lad. You'll never be competitive against me, so it doesn't matter.
Wait, just wait.
Yeah, just wait. You try. Turn 6, mate, Portugal. I'm on the opposite side, I'm telling you, lad, you're going in that wall. But the Astons have swapped over now. Teabag's now took Marshall. He does have a yellow fuel light though. I'm just having a flip through. Oh, as Matey boy's dropping down the order, and he has spun
in the S's. I'm struggling to... Yeah, that's the best way to rejoin. Right. The track layout for him to rejoin was putting
right back onto the track.
Yeah.
I don't get why Zoniveld completely backed off unless he got given an illegal overtake there. I'm not too sure.
Possibly. How's like T-Bag and Marshall are probably playing this as like follow the leader. Right, one will take a couple of laps out ahead.
They use each other to sort of slingshot your way through, like
Yeah,
it
that's
makes
what
sense.
it looks like they're doing. And so far, Marshall's on a recovery drive, and T-Bag started P19. So, Baby Boy on another 3-second penalty. So, like Marshall's down 7 places, but T-Bag's up 9. The only drivers we've got that have maintained position are the top 2 and Otto.
Yeah, Osso's looking good on the back of Nerf now as well. Scotty and Jackie have made it past Nerf, which I missed. Just on with Lutman at the moment, who's closing on Wookie. It looks like he's got a good run as well through that. You don't want to be going up the inside there though. Yeah.
So Lockman did the smart thing and backed out of that.
Just wonder if he's cost himself on that exit.
Nope. 90% ERS compared to 30. He's gone. Matey's.
Yeah, Matey's picked up another 3 seconds. Dave Douglas has made it past Curly on the straight there. Just on with Jackie now, who's closing in on Scotty.
That's Matey pit and quit.
Yeah.
So Hound, this is actually satisfying to see. So from P10 down to P15, you've got the constructors.
2 Astons, 2 Mercedes, 2 McLarens.
Ironically, all of the Mercedes powered teams bar the Williams. Are at the back of the field. And then P6 and P7, you've got both Alphas. That was a big snap from T-Bag there, but...
I will say Nerf and Osso have caught Jackie and Scotty as well this lap. Osso's just dropped back out of DRS. He was briefly in it of Nerf, but... I know obviously it's not activated, but he dropped within that second mark.
Yeah, T-Bag has actually... He purpled the middle sector. So... Are we going to see a fastest lap of the race from him?
And Scotty's caught back now as well, so Scotty, Jackie, Nerf, and also I'd say all in this battle for P2.
Yeah, again, it's just going to be the Kane Lowry podcast at the end of the race.
Always taking his shit.
Yeah, if he keeps it on the track, which... These conditions, it's easier said than done. So, but I'm surprised that Bark's rear wing hasn't been attacked yet.
Yeah, there's still time for that.
Yeah.
Teabag's all over the back of Full Send Dave now. Hopefully there's no repeat of Monza. Nah, T-Bag gets through unarmed before the S's.
So Terriers has made a good point. Zonefeld or Matey might have been carrying side pod damage that we couldn't see.
Well, if Matey has, he needs to report it after the race, otherwise he'll be getting 3 SLPs for pitting and quitting.
Yep. But
Scotty's all over the back of bikes, trying to go side by side with him now into turn 1.
But he's not got enough ERS to power him along that straight.
No, he's not. He's not pulling behind him. Bark's still with 40% ERS as well. Scotty's now going to lose performance, which means Jackie's going to be even closer to him.
Yeah, but is Scott just quicker in the wet in general than Bark at the moment? Like, this is...
I don't think so, otherwise he'd be ahead of him.
No, I meant at this current stage, like, is Bark actually holding them up?
I'd say he probably is, but you know, he's still holding on to that much ERS. I'd say he's being comfortable.
Yeah,
you know, none of the lads are trying to make moves on him every lap.
Yeah, Bark is currently the Finnish Minister of Defence, as also is actually catching the back of Nerf. But Nerf could actually still see this little scrap for P2.
This is what I was saying. The battle for P2 goes down as far as Osso.
Yeah, as Dave's just picked up the penalty.
Oh, Dave.
In fairness, I think that's his first one.
It is.
Yeah, it is. And he's the only driver at the moment that is still in the race that has a penalty.
Yeah, Saki had one. I think Matey had picked up 2 or 3.
Yeah. So,
but yeah, you've got a 5-way battle here for P2. We're almost 3 wide as well. Looks like Jackie was having a look up the inside of Scotty. Scotty's gone for a late move
and picked up a time penalty in the process.
Yeah. It looked like a late move that he decided to go for, though, from my point of view anyway.
Yeah, and
obviously.
It looked like he bailed out of it at last because it was going to cause damage, which is why he picked up the penalty.
Yeah, decided to cut the corner instead.
It's just brought Osso and Nerf into it.
Yeah, now they're all on top of each other.
Yep. Even Luckman is now on the back of this.
I won't mind, but Kane Lowry's currently in Season 9, Race 1. He's that far ahead.
Yeah.
He's done with Season 8. He's already in next season with Tier 1 guys, so... Scotty Close, he's in on the brakes on Bark as well into the stadium section.
And it does look, how is he setting fastest laps? 17 laps into this stint.
Right, I've not looked, but I bet he's still got 90% ERS. Oh, 80%. Shit.
He only used a little bit there. Oh! He went into turn 1 a little bit sideways. Is it? The rain stopped and there is a dry line forming. So we could see a set of slicks maybe by the end of the race.
Rain lights are still on, obviously DRS is still deactivated.
Yeah,
I agree with what you're saying, you can't see the rain falling on board anymore.
And you can actually see like the lock-up marks on the track and stuff like that that are there when it's dry. So, are they just trying to eat these tyres out now until...
And now, as Terriers has pointed out, Lutman's now on the back of the pack.
Yeah, I didn't say that.
I didn't hear you. I don't listen to you, to be honest, but... Lutman's managed to bridge a 3-second gap and get himself on this battle for P2 as well.
And then T-Bag's 6 seconds off the pace, but dropping that gap.
Yeah, massively.
So, alright, Kane, stop.
And he's got more ERS than he did last time he set a fastest lap.
So it's definitely drying up if they're getting quicker and quicker.
Yeah, I'd say so. It seems to be.
Yeah, Luckman's just on his personal best of the race. So...
Scotty's going for a move. But he's no ERS. He's trying to do it all on the brakes. As he overshot it, Bart looks like he's got a better run through that corner though.
Beautiful work by Luckman and Osso to not crash into each other as teammates. That was just a simple switch around by them. Obviously, pace difference at this stage of the race.
Scotty's made the move, but he's only got 13% ERS, so he's going to be struggling.
Yeah, he seems to be... Oh, that was a weird one. He seemed to just glitch forward a little bit, like he just got a nudge.
Yeah, there has been patches of lag.
Yeah, Scott, his internet has never been 100%, but...
Apologies, the dog has heard someone.
Bruce wants to get involved with the comms.
Yeah, I don't think Bruce. I don't think Bruce is a Scotty fan, to be honest.
Okay.
Oh, there we go, Kane. That's 1.3 seconds quicker than his fastest lap.
And he had 90% ERS as he crossed the line.
So he's definitely improving.
Yeah, it's definitely drying
track
out.
Conditions, sorry, are definitely improving. Is what I was getting at. Bark's dropping off the back of Scotty. DRS enabled. Right. Here we go. Jackie's almost got Bark before DRS. Nerf's going for it as well.
Yes, Dave. Sorry, I like how much like Nerf pack has improved this season. It's nice to see.
Lutman, Teabag, Wookie, Curly, Dave, Zonny Veld, Hound, all into the pits.
Is that for a set of mediums? That's... Ooh, is that too early?
Dave and Curly have gone hards. The others have gone mediums. I think that the DRS being activated to me is a big telltale. Let's see what happens now with Lutman.
I'm going to ride on. Yeah, I'm going to ride on board with Teabag because one of the best drivers in Tier 3 in the wet. Which he cannot, like, he will argue, but we all know it's true.
See, now it looks completely dry.
Yeah.
Especially in Sector 2. I'm on board with Lutman at the moment on these mediums to see how he's doing, and it looks completely dry. They might have pulled a blinder out here. Kane's into the pits.
Yeah. Scotty's not. Oh yeah, Scotty is. He's.
Lutman set a purple Sector 2.
Jackie's opted to go a lap longer. But Kane Lowry managed to pit and only come out 1.8 behind Jackie. Like, what? Like, pitted from the lead and came out in P2.
So Lutman's jumped Nerf Pack and he's jumped Scotty by pitting a lap earlier. Brilliant decision there from Lutman.
That's a Alpine flying through. Who's in that Alpine? That was
Wookie.
That just got a monumental drive along that start-finish straight.
And there we go, Lutman 1.7 quicker through Sector 1.
Yeah. Like, Wookie's carrying some serious straight line speed now. Oh,
Kane and Jackie are very close. Kane taking it on track. Jackie still has to pit, so Jackie's going to be screwed here, to be honest. He's
going to be like 20 odd seconds off the pace.
He stayed out way too long.
Actually, he might end up in and around Nerf again, because it's only a short pit stop here, isn't it?
But that's it, they've all got the undercut on him, the improvement that we've seen from them. Like, Lutman was 5 seconds faster through Sector 2, though. I think he's going to tumble down the order. I think he'll be behind Bark. Lutman's got him.
Here we go, track drives really fast mediums to the end.
Scotty's got him, Nerf's got him, Osso's got him.
Bark,
yeah, he's come out ahead of Bark.
And behind Wookie, and
Wookie's making a move on Bark in that turn 1.
Steve with the fastest lap of the race.
Cancel it now.
Season's over, guys. Steve has got a fastest lap.
But yeah, brilliant undercut there from Lutman. Absolutely, yeah, brilliant decision. Osso as well has benefited from that.
Yeah, Jackie is the major loser there, and it's put hards on to go to the end.
The biggest loser's back.
Yeah.
Back had gone from, being comfortable in P2. Scotty got him into, put him into P3. And then Bark's now ended up P8.
Okay, status is resumed as normal.
Yeah, Kane we're setting fastest laps, yeah.
Yep.
A 16.6 second gap up front's not enough, you know what I mean? You need more than that.
Yep.
Be interesting to see how the tyres hold up. Obviously, the lads who've put mediums on, they've done 2-3 laps on them already, and there's another 14 to go. See how the hards of Scotty, Nerf, and Jackie, how they actually manage against them towards the end of the race, because you'd expect them hards to have a big advantage.
Yeah, it's crunch time, and now we're going to see penalties come into it. They're all moving a lot quicker. We're going to see maybe another DNF because of people pushing a little bit too much through the S's.
Chip picks up 3. Oh, Scotty's picked up 3-second penalty as well.
Another one.
I think that's Scotty's first, is it? Oh, no, it's not. No, it's not. You're right. Another one.
Right, Kane Lowry could literally pit again in the next couple of laps and still come out in P2 or 3.
Look at that, Lutman up 10 places.
Yeah, you love to see it.
Massive from Lutman. He's had a brilliant second half of the season.
Yeah.
I think he had a couple of races at the start of the season where, he looked like he had some potential, but never quite capitalised on it.
Marshall
and then
T-Bag's swapped around.
T-Bag's in the pits. He does have a penalty as well. I think that we're only a track limit penalty, so it's not like he'll be serving it now.
Oh, wind change. He's dropped it somewhere. So
Bark all over the back of Wookie, and Wookie's now within DRS of Jackie.
So if I would say if Lockman can continue this form into next season, we could see him challenging.
I think if he continues this form, I think he'll be up there. Yeah, he'll be one of the names in there, definitely.
Definitely
as well as Scotty. Do you know what I mean? Scotty's been quick.
Yeah. Well, he's in the top 5 this season, isn't he? For drivers, I think he's looking at top 3 for drivers' title.
I think that, if I'm honest, I think there's a lot of drivers who have sort of been hit and miss this season who could be up there. So Bark has come really good towards the end of the season as well. Picking up obviously his first ever race win a few weeks back.
Was that Bark's first win?
Yeah.
I thought he had at least had a couple.
No, he's always had pole positions and then had a nightmare when it comes to the race.
Oh yeah, because his rear wing attracts front wings.
But I'm telling you now, listening to Bark, it reminded you, talking to Bark in the interview, it just reminded me of Valentino Rossi. His voice is so similar to Valentino Rossi's. I
heard him last week.
It was quite funny actually listening to him. But yeah, I think Bark, Lutman, Jackie, Scotty. We don't know who's staying in this tier, to be honest. I could say Kane again, but an Ashik, do you know what I mean? We don't know who's in the tier, who's moving up. But there's a number of drivers there that, basically it could be a very good fight. It's not going to be all one way.
Tier 3's championship battle is normally the most competitive.
Oh, yeah.
So, bar this season, it primarily goes down to, for the last 5 seasons, I think, it's gone down to the final race.
Yeah. Apart from the season with, I think it was Blue and Andy Boy.
Even then, it went down to the final race to determine it between them.
I didn't think it did. I thought it were decided beforehand. I think Andy missed the race. I might be wrong. I thought Andy missed the race and it were solidified before the final. But them two ran away with it. And what I was getting at is you don't see people run away with it in tier 3. That's not normal. Like I said, we're used to 5-way battles into the final race of the season. As Jackie and Nerf, make contact. Nerf has a slight spin. Barks up the inside of him. Wookie's got past as well.
Nerf trying to hang it. Nerf, just chill. Don't try and fight it now.
Yeah, I think
2 lots of DRS, 3 lots of DRS coming if you can hold it together.
He looked like he was on the inside of Jackie, and Jackie's turned in. They've made had a bit of a wheel bang. Nerf sort of been slid out to the outside of the track, and the others just slid up the inside. So, not too sure what happened. Whether it's anything for the stewards, but he's not a million miles away. Obviously, Wookie's just picked up a penalty as well. We've got Curly dropping down the order.
Yeah, Curly is rounding the S's. Oh, he had a moment in the stadium section.
And Dave did drop down a couple of positions there as well, so
Douglas are
full send. Hopefully he's not involved.
He is ahead of Curly, but where was
Multi 21. Dave Douglas is going for a move on Zaniveld. No, not quite close enough.
10 laps to go. I think those mediums are going to be dead by the end of the race, if I'm being honest.
Yeah, that's it. I know they got a couple of laps in fairly cool track conditions on them, but putting them on, I think some of them are looking at 16 laps on them.
16, 17 laps on them, yeah.
I think it's going to be a lot. I think them hards will become a lot better right at the end.
Yeah, it's just trying to manage the gap until then. Just try and keep us...
Stay within striking zone, yeah. But if I'm honest, Kane's just pulled away at the front. Lockman's looking comfortable.
He's got a pit stop on Lockman. Like, that's on how far... Like, he is in Sector 2. As Lockman is
Dave's into the pits. Yeah, I'm just looking. Terry is saying, I'm actually quite surprised here. I thought Kane would be quicker. Didn't expect him to be so slow.
Shut up, Terry.
And Dave's... Oh, what? Dave's pulled into the pits, put the mediums on, and then left the session.
What, like didn't quit or just...
No, just left the session. His car comes back out on track. Like,
back.
It's just typical Ferrari. Do you know what I mean? This is what we've had. As Bark's gaining on Jackie again now. Marshall's gaining on Nerf. If I'm honest, the Alfa Romeo lads aren't looking bad at all. Lookman looking fairly comfortable, 1.3 seconds to Scotty in P3.
And 1.3 seconds after penalty.
Yeah, obviously Scotty has the 6 seconds, so Oslo's going to jump him as well as it stands. And Bark's just made it past Jackie as well, so he's now going to be pushing, trying to get within that gap of Scotty.
Yeah, both of them are just going to try and drive up to the back of Scotty and just try and leapfrog him and just take that podium out of his hands.
Well, that's it. At the moment, it's looking like it could be a double Alfa Romeo podium. I don't fancy speaking to Oslo twice in a season, if I'm honest.
I don't fancy speaking to Harry during the podium interview.
Harry's a good man. Spoke to him after his first win. It was a nice interview, to be honest.
What did you do after your first league win?
I ran around the room spraying beer everywhere.
I went and laid in my hallway with my head in my hands and just like refused to get up for like a good 5 minutes.
You cried, didn't you, you little bitch?
I did have a tear in my eye, yeah.
My first race win, where was that? Oh, it was Spa. Spa was my first race win, yeah. No, it was... No, Monza was my second in the same season, but that was taken off penalties. Spa was actually one on track.
Oh yeah, because Dan helped you.
Yeah, Dan defended like mad for me. I won't deny that. Dan got me that race win.
Yeah, I know.
But we were coming up 2 laps to go. I said to him, look, if you're faster than me, you take it, you go. I'll hold him up.
Wasn't that the same race that T-Bag beated me at the first stop, the chicane at the end of the lap?
I'm not sure. I remember saying to Dan, like, 2 laps to go, I said, look, if you're quicker than me, go for it. I'll let you make the move, and I'll try and hold him up so you take the win. Dan were fighting for the championship. And then we get to the end of the Kemmel Straight, he's not even managed to get side by side and went, fuck this, I'm having it.
How did set the final stop for the race on a set spot?
Yeah, just seen that, and we saw a penalty pop up as well there for, I think it was Curly. A lot of penalties now in that back end of the pack.
Yeah, but they're all on 3 seconds for a some time tyres, and he's on 8. So he's got caught speeding in the pit lane.
Oh, yellow flag.
Nope, it's fine. It was just a car off track in the stadium section. Looked like one of the accidents. Sorry, in section 2, that was the Right, 6 seconds for Scott. At the moment is putting in P5 because Jackie is just outside of that 6-second window. But Jackie is on the harder tyre.
Yeah, I've just seen a comment from Terriers, and I've got to agree, it's got to be a quick interview. The actual F1 starts in 15 minutes, so
yeah. Once the race is done, I'll be leaving. Yep. Kane is a whole sector ahead of Lockton. I'd find it if he continues this pace, he's going to finish half a lap ahead, give or take. Yeah, so Kane is sector 2, midway, and Lockman is just entering the braking zone for section 1, or for turn 1. But Scotty's also got these hards on, by the way. So he might pull out that gap on Osso towards the end.
What Bart looks to be improving on Osso. He's dragging Jackie along as well. He just keeps dipping in that DRS and then dropping back out of it. I'd say Osso looks in a good position with his ERS as well, to be fair, opposed to Scotty ahead of him.
Yeah, Scott's DRS management has always been questionable.
Yeah, Jackie's doesn't look brilliant either, and we've got a yellow flag.
That's one of the Alpine. No, that's the Williams by the looks of it. I think that's, yeah, high five. He's at a moment as you come out that double right-hander towards the S's. Nerf.
Oh, no.
Ah, that's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's not going to stop. It's not going to make him drop any further because Marshall's got penalties too. Like him, Wookie, and Marshall, all 3 seconds. So that one, P7, 8, and 9 is going to be decided on track. And actually, Marshall's got DRS on. He's going for it, going around the outside. Nicely done.
Got that move done, yeah. See
and the
Nerf...
thing is, it's a double detection zone.
Yeah, Marshall's got the DRS again. I was just going to say, see if Nerf comes back at him with a DRS, but obviously Marshall's still got it.
Yeah, it's a double detection zone at the final corner, isn't it? I hate those detection zones.
Yeah, just on with Jackie now, who's closing in on Bark, who's also closing in on Osso, so it's not all over here.
A penalty here. Puts the nail in the coffin for one of these three.
And Bark's still got 50% ERS. Bark's looking the most comfortable of these three.
Bark just basically smelt the exhaust of that Alfa Romeo and then went, not for me today.
Not this lap.
Oh,
Scotty's out. Scotty's out.
That's Jack.
Oh, Jackie, sorry. Safety car. Oh, he's come out final corner, got on the accelerator a bit too quick, and there's an Aston Martin trying to dodge him in the pit lane. That's Marshall pitting.
As Wookie's just smashed his front wing out the way.
Yeah, Wookie got lucky that the car disappeared though. Marshall had to try and avoid it.
This ain't good for Scott. No, it's not. Oof.
Well, this is it now on tyres. You've got Marshall, Wookie, Dave Douglas popped fresh sets of softs on.
We're going to have a sprint at the end. The safety car is going to be a lap. Or maybe two. So it's going to go in about lap 35. So we're going to
So with Kane. Kane's into the pits as well. Kane, obviously, he's got enough time anyway to get back out.
No, he's just going for fastest lap. He's just going to do a quali run.
Yeah, Kane's fast enough for... Yeah, I mean, he's that far enough ahead to get in and out, still in P1. I don't see Lutman pitting.
I would.
I don't see it happening because of how close the guys are behind. Scotty, I don't think he really can. Will you be able to take 5 people in 2 laps? I don't see it. I don't see it being worthwhile.
Can I just point out something? If Dave doesn't reconnect, then Pint-Sized Geezer is actually going to be able to claim his first points.
Is Dave not back in? Or his car's still ghosted?
Nope. So, yeah, if he can't reconnect before the end of the race, Pint-Sized Geezer is going to get him on the sole purpose that he's... Oh, Scott, 9 seconds now. How do you pick up a time penalty for track limits under a safety car?
Yeah, that's not great. That's going to completely ruin him. If he didn't have an hard enough job already being on the hard tyres on a safety car restart, he's now screwed. If I'm honest, I think he'll be lucky at finishing the points.
Yeah, you've got...
Although saying that, I don't think the pack's going to fully back up.
No, Kane Lowry was that far ahead. There we go.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Safety car in the slack. The pack's not going to back up.
Like, Kane Lowry is the only one that's actually with the safety car. Everybody, like, Kane Lowry, Luckman and Scotty, and down to Bark, they're the only ones with the safety car. Nerf is just joining the back of this party. But everybody else is not even through Sector 2.
So it looks like we've got a 6-way battle for the lead then. Yeah. If I'm honest, Kane Lowry on the fastest tyres, Kane Lowry's taking that. It's more like a 5-way battle for P2.
Yeah. As that's an Alpine getting out, the Williams getting out of the way, that's...
Pint size, I believe.
Yeah, just moving out of the way. So yeah, now it's just it's a 4-way battle for P2. Well, 3-way battle because Nerf's carrying that penalty.
There's 2 penalties, but I'm just saying in terms of cars, it's a 5-way battle for it.
So yeah, it's just that safety car. Do you know when I was on about, like, the last that will come out is an excellent amount of laps?
Yeah.
That's exactly what I mean. It won't stay out for long.
No,
like,
I said that.
Yeah.
I said I didn't think the safety car would be out long enough for everyone to bunch up.
Yeah.
It has to go in to give them 2 laps of racing. Which is, it's almost like they've made this rule up after the 2021 season.
Yeah, well, Massey did make it up.
Yeah, well, yeah.
Every Hamilton fan getting flashbacks
Yep.
I'm saying that as a Hamilton fan.
Don't want to talk about it. Yep. Let's focus on this. Kane has done exactly what I thought he would, pulled away. If I'm honest, Scotty, Lutman's not doing a bad job, and also as well, pulling away from Bark and Lutman.
Marshall taking the fastest lap.
Oh, he's still 16 seconds back from the battle ahead, so...
Is Kane Lowry just cruising at this point, or do you reckon he's going to try and take the fastest lap?
The amount of penalties here is insane as well. 12. I think 12 out of the 16... Yeah, 12 out of the 16 drivers have got penalties. I'll have a quick penalty check now. So Osso is going to take P3 as it stands. He's got 2 seconds behind him to Bark, but Scotty has a 9-second penalty. I think Nerf might actually jump Scotty as well, as long as he stays within. Oh, it's going to be close. This it's going to be close.
He did a quality lap as his fastest lap.
Osso crosses the line. Osso takes P3. Bark takes P4. Nerf jumps Scotty as well, takes P5.
By fractions of a second.
Yeah, that's why I stopped talking, because it was getting close as I was trying to work out the numbers. And I think everyone else after that is going to stay as they were, because they've all got 3 seconds worth of penalties.
Is Pineside's going to catch Dave?
No, Pineside's already crossed the line a lap down.
So well done to Steve for finishing a Mexican Grand Prix.
Yeah, great job there. Great drive from Kane Lowry. Pretty much dominated it from the start. Lutman, what a drive from Lutman, to be honest, to come from so far back, get that undercut onto the slick tyres, helped him massively. Jumping up 10 positions. And also as well, just sitting within that penalty of Scotty and managing to keep it there. This will need to be a quick driver interview, as like most people, I also want to fuck off and watch the race.
Mm-hmm. I'm getting mine loaded to watch while we do this interview. Because, like, Sky Go.
But yeah, Kane Lowry's fastest lap time there looks almost 2 seconds quicker than anyone else. We're just waiting on Lutman. Who is it? Lutman and Osso.
Hurry up, guys. We've got a race to watch.
While you're here, Kane, we'll jump on with you, mate. Obviously, you've won the championship now. You dominated that race from start to finish. How did you feel it went tonight?
Yeah, it was pretty fun. I was about a little bit worried about wet conditions, but Bach managed to keep P2 for so long that I could keep the guys behind. So all the glory goes to Bach.
No, all the glory goes to you, and it's going to follow you to tier 1, mate.
Mate, you were a sector ahead at one point. As you were going through, like, coming up to the S's, Luckman was only just entering the braking zone for turn 1. That's on how far ahead you were.
Yeah, I was always going to pit for softs at the end because I wanted for once to get the pole and the race win and also the fastest lap.
He's done the trifecta in.
I was just about to say the same thing.
The trifecta in what's probably his last race ever in Tier 3. So enjoy it.
I did. Thanks, guys.
No, brilliant result, mate. Dominated from start to finish. Also, brilliant drive there from yourself as well. Stayed within that penalty range of Scotty.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. I didn't expect to go to have a race without a penalty myself.
I mean, it's not usual. It's not something we're used to.
It was very hard, but I managed it, and I'm very happy with the result.
No, brilliant drive. Like I say, you kept it clean, kept it penalty free, and you just did what you had to do, sticking within that gap to Scotty and them ahead. So brilliant job yourself.
Exactly, thank you.
And Lutman, who's just joined. Well, Harry, mate, what an undercut. What a decision to pit to go for the slick tyres.
Yeah, I wasn't expecting it, to be honest. The only thing I was after is not getting double stacked behind Osso. And I thought, to be honest, it was going to be a bit too early, but obviously, as you say, it was a perfect strategy call. Yeah,
absolutely. I think you jumped about 4 places just on the pit stop putting the slick tyres on, so absolutely brilliant drive. Obviously you kept it penalty free as well, both Alfa Romeo lads on the podium. Good end to the season for you. You looking forward to next season?
Yeah, definitely. It's obviously a good result for both me and Osso. Nice to see Osso obviously carrying over his form from the last couple of weeks. Big shout out to Kane for sorry about my language, but good, a brilliant season. Obviously, really consistent, always up there, and tonight just showed his class. Being a whole pit stop ahead from everyone else was just out of this world. So, congratulations to Kane and Osso.
Cheers.
Yeah, absolutely brilliant drive from all. Obviously, there is a real race about to start, so I will say thank you everyone who's joined us this season. Thanks to everyone who's tuned in, commented, got involved. Thanks to all the drivers. We'll see you next season, season 9.
Details coming to Discord very soon.
Yeah, thank you all. See you later.
Bye.